Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Excuse me, watching and listening. This is going to be the mid-May 2024 reading for the zodiac sign of Scorpio. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as medium tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go and get into it, Scorpio. Column number 1, we're going to take a look at any big messages coming for the remainder of May. Column number 2, we're going to talk about anything related to money. Column number 3, we're going to talk about anything related to love. And column number 4, we're going to take a look at a message from our future self or spirit guide, so almost like advice for the remainder of May. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, column number 1, big items wrapping up and coming to a close for the month of May, or excuse me, big items coming for the remainder of May. We have the summary affirmation card here, Scorpio, of dependability. So dependability is a pretty literal meaning, or a pretty literal card in this deck. I do feel like you're depending on someone for something, or someone is depending on you. I always tell people just be really thoughtful about what we commit to, because you never know what that commitment means to somebody, right? So just keep that top of mind. Again, I feel like somebody's looking to you to stay dependable, or perhaps you're depending on somebody. It just depends on the situation. But let's take a look and see what messages I've got here for you. First up, we have the 3 of Swords. So with the 3 of Swords here, Scorpio, this could be a card of loss, depression, separation, heartbreak, surgery. There is some sort of something kind of low, something kind of heavy. So let me unpack this a little bit. Of course, for those of you that have suffered a loss, I'm very, very sorry to hear that, to see that come through. I do think, though, that this could be kind of one of the flip meanings of it is like surgery. Let's say you just had a surgery, so somebody's depending on you to help, or you're depending on somebody to help you after a surgery. Especially to, like, if you're grieving or you're helping somebody that's grieving, again, those commitments that we make are going to be very, very important. I do want to put a little bit of positive meaning behind the 3 of Swords, because I don't think enough people do it. So with the 3 of Swords, this is also a card of healing, though. I know it's a card of hurt, but it is also a card of healing. So with that hurt comes the healing that we see with the 3 of Swords, so I like to see that. But again, I feel like you're dependable, or somebody's depending on you in these next 2 weeks. So just keep that top of mind, and again, be thoughtful about those commitments we make. The next card that we have is the Hermit. The Hermit's a card of going within for clarity. This is doing what feels good at your core. This is kind of coming off as caretaker, like, again, maybe you're helping somebody who's grieving, or helping somebody that just went through surgery. Again, this card's giving kind of a strong caregiver, like doing good at the heart, doing good at your core. I will say there's something that we need clarity on. There's something you need to guide yourself on here, Scorpio. So again, that looking within for clarity, and it's kind of a similar thing. I keep coming back. I'm like touching my heart. You can't see it because I'm not on video, but I feel like we need to follow our heart here with whatever this is. So kind of twofold. Again, this feels very caretaker-ish, but then also I feel like there's something that we need guidance, we need clarity on, and you need to be following your heart there. The next card we have is the Empress. Conveniently, there's a heart on this card too, so definitely be following the heart. This is a card of creation. This is a card of abundance. This is like a very much so like domestic loving card too, nurturing card as well. So again, I feel like that's playing into the caretaker here. But I feel like there's something you're working towards. There's something you want. There's something you're creating. And I think that's what we need to let our heart guide us on here. Let's clarify though, see what other information I can give you here. So first up, we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, so this is interesting. This is like a watching eyes card, and usually it's kind of like gossip or drama, But in this case, again, I feel like this is the caretaker. This is you looking over somebody, you watching out for somebody. This is also a card of needing truth, needing clarity. We were talking about that with the Hermit card. I feel like we need to go within for clarity. We need some truth in these next few days or next few weeks. And keep in mind, these could be separate messages. This may not all be connected. I feel like there's two messages kind of running in parallel here. The next card that we have is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card, this is defending yourself. This is protecting you. I feel like we need to look out for you. We need to do the things that look good for you. So again, that's that Hermit looking in for that clarity. And last but not least, we have the Fool card at the bottom. The Fool card's the first card in the Major Arcana. Fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginnings. Again, there's something we're creating, but we need this guidance. We need this clarity on it. But as we enter into this new opportunity, follow your heart here. I can't say that enough. I just feel my heart here as we're talking through all of these cards. All right, let's take a look at our next column now, which is anything related to money. So quick money message for you, Scorpio. Your means of receiving money should always be aligned with the highest good of all. Receiving money from a low vibrational means that you will keep in that vibration to maintain the stream of income. Okay, so in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. First, we have the Knight of Swords. If you take a look at this card, both the horse and rider are moving very, very quickly here. So there's a lot happening, Scorpio, in these next few weeks. Fast, 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 very fast paced. I do think some changes are coming too. And of course, they're coming at what feels and seems to be kind of lightning speed here with the Knight of Swords. The next card we have is the Nine of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a card of luxury, financial gain. So I love to see this. I do think with some of these rapid changes, there could be more money in it for you. Again, it feels very beneficial, very gains for you. This is a solo card though, so I do feel like this is you driving things forward. I think you'll have a lot of projects and things that fall just to you. So again, this is very kind of solo energy here. And at the bottom, we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups fitting into that kind of busy, busy, busy. When I see the Seven of Cups, you see there's something different in each of these Seven of Cups. So very, very rapid, very quick pace. Just a lot happening, I think, in terms of career, in terms of money these next few weeks. Another meaning, though, of the Seven of Cups can be kind of non-committal. So we might not be fully on board with some of these changes. So just be kind of aware of that, situationally aware, keep that kind of back of mind. But let's see what other messages I can give you here and see where we go. First up, we have the Judgment card. Love to see the Judgment card. This card's always favorable for you, so this is great to see, especially in changes. It's hard with the unknown. We don't know where the future is taking us. So all in all, I think this will be favorable for you. This is a card of clarity, so you're going to be getting information. You're going to be getting notified of these changes. The next card that we have is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is like an isolation card. It's, again, very much so a you card. So I feel like you're in this. I'm not saying you're in this alone, but this is you taking action. This is you moving forward. These are your projects. This is what you're accountable for. It's just very you-centered energy right here. And at the bottom, we have the Nine of Swords. This is a card of anxiety. It's a card of worry. And it's fitting because, again, I feel like a lot's happening and a lot's changing really quickly. We just, at this point, Scorpio, I feel like you need to be aware of that you're a little bit non-committal. Like you're going along with it, but you're going along skeptically. And I think that's fine for right now, but at some point I think we'll have to unpack that a little bit further. But just see there's some angst, there's some worry. We're a bit non-committal, we're not fully ready to get on board. I think that's okay, but again, be careful what comments you make, be careful what things you say. You know, people are listening to those type of things. But I feel like you just need to give this a little bit of time to ride out for you. All right, moving on to our next column, anything related to love. So a quick love message for you. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Scorpio. First, we have the the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a card, speed, action, quick change. We've already talked about this. I feel like you're just going to have a fast next few weeks. So be ready for that. Definitely more action, more change, very quick pace happening. This is finding out news though too. So there's some sort of information coming in here. It's interesting. I think everything's happening fast and you're getting lots of information this month. That's kind of the recurring theme. The next card that we have is the Chariot. The Chariot was once described to me as the vroom vroom card, and it means there's action, there's change, we're on a journey. So again, I feel like we're making really aggressive progress forward. We're finding out lots of information. Things are happening fast. One thing with the Chariot, you might not know exactly where you are going, Scorpio, but that's okay. The Chariot will always take us where we need to go. So if you're not knowing your exact next move or even where the heck you're going at all, don't fret, don't worry. The Chariot's always taking us to the right place, but things are happening very quickly. Lots of change, lots of action, lots of change here. The next card that we have is the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of self-love, self-respect, unconditional love. So a card that we like to see in our love column. I feel like you're well surrounded by love. But one of the meanings of the Strength card here is courage, and that's what the lion on the card is. So just be really brave, be very courageous as we go through this. Again, I think it's hard because we might not know the next step or even where the heck we're going at all. But we have to trust the process a little bit here. Have the courage to trust the process. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I feel like the cards are like, just say the same thing. So let's look at our clarifiers here, Scorpio. We have the Chariot. We were just talking about the Chariot. Again, there's action, change. Action, change, action, change. I'm just going to title your video that. The next card we have is the Knight of Swords. Again, an action change card. Look how quickly that horse and rider are moving. Things are on the move. They're moving quickly. Things are shifting. Things are changing. At the bottom here, we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of expansion, but with all this change comes growth and comes expansion. So it's fabulous to see. I'm also feeling like making a plan could be good, but just keep in mind that your plan could be really fluid. It's like things are moving so fast that have a plan in mind, but it's not going to be maybe the thorough, detailed plan that you would like it to be. All right, now let's take a look at our fourth and final column, which is message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the summary affirmation card here of connection. So I do think there's a connection that's going to be really important these next few weeks. Interestingly enough, it could kind of tie back to that dependability. Again, I feel like there's somebody we're caretaking for, somebody's caretaking for us. But connection. Let's see what connection this is, though. Let's see what connection we're talking about. First up, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very much so a doer card. You see they're kind of raring to go. This is like a freedom card, though, which is interesting. So I feel like even though we are helping somebody or they are helping us, I don't think it's impeding on life. You know, sometimes when we're in a caretaker role, it's burdensome and it's really challenging, but I feel like you still have this freedom. So I feel like we can really nourish this connection without feeling limited or feeling burdened. The next card that we have is the Lover's card. The Lover's card is a card of connection, a card of deep love, strength together, partnership. There's a lot of love here. We're very well connected with this person. And at the bottom here, we have the Justice card. This is favorable. I think there, again, at the end is a good outcome, like good recovery, good support system. This is very cause and effect, though. So I feel like, I hate to say that because I don't ever want people to just do things because it's beneficial for them, but sometimes that's the reality of it. So I do feel like this benefits you. There also seems to be like legal matter contract thing of the court happening here. So that would be a favorable outcome for you there too. Taking a look at our clarifiers. First up, we have the Six of Cups. Again, this is coming from a very innocent, caring position with the Six of Cups here. And I hate to say it, but again, I feel like there's some sort of benefit for you. There's some sort of gift here for you because you do this. The next card we have is the Knight of Cups card, deep love card. Totally makes sense. Obviously, this is a very, very important connection, a very, very important relationship. At the bottom, we have the Queen of Cups. This is a card of healing, nurturing, support. That's what this is all about. There's someone we're healing, nurturing, supporting. Someone is healing, nurturing, supporting us, whatever direction that may be in your situation. All right, now at this time, Scorpio, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them. But question number 1, we have the 4 of Hearts, the number 17 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the Queen of Hearts, number 23 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3, we have the 9 of Spades, number 41 card. That's a yes. So 3 yeses across the board there for you. Next up, we're going to take a look at our healing stone of the month, crystal to keep with you through the month of May. This month, Scorpio, you have aventurine, which is good for meditation, introspective, inner and outer peace, and really acting in the right time. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our healing notes deck. This is just a note we can all always use more healing, right? Your note says, there's something beautiful about all scars of whatever nature. A scar means that the hurt is over, the wound is healed, closed, and done with. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, follow. That helps me greatly as I'm trying to grow my channel. Also, when you're subscribed, you'll be notified when I post new content. I did also include my Venmo in the comments box if you feel inclined to make a donation. But thank you so much, Scorpio, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your May.